If you've been waiting to see how Mercedes plans to shake up the luxury sedan game in the US, the 2026 E-Class is basically their way of saying, yeah, we're still the benchmark. The new model finally breaks cover for the American market, and honestly, the first thing that hits you is how much sharper and more confident it looks. Mercedes didn't try to reinvent the wheel here, they refined it. The front end is more sculpted, the grille is bolder without being tacky, and the headlights have that slimmer, almost surgical look that gives the car a more serious presence on the road. From the side, it still carries that classic E-Class balance, but everything feels a little tighter, a little cleaner, like they shaved off anything unnecessary. Now the part everyone in the US really cares about, performance and efficiency. Mercedes is going all in on hybrid. Powertrains for 2026. The base model gets a Turbo 4 paired with an electric motor, and the upgrade brings in a smoother, more powerful Hybrid 6. Don't expect crazy track numbers, but that's not what this car's about. It's built for real American driving. Long highway stretches, stop-and-go city traffic, everyday comfort with a punch when you need it. The hybrid setup gives you better mileage without making the car feel neutered. It still moves with that signature Mercedes confidence, and even though the E-Class isn't an off-roader, Mercedes knows US buyers love versatility, so they've added a slightly raised suspension option and smarter drive modes that help on rougher roads, gravel, steep driveways, the everyday off-road situations most people actually deal with. It's subtle but useful. Inside is where Mercedes clearly threw money. The cabin looks like a miniature S-Class but more modernized. You get that massive curved display that blends the gauge cluster with the center screen, except now it's brighter, cleaner, and less distracting. The materials feel more premium than the outgoing model. Real wood trims that don't look fake, metal accents that actually feel like metal, and seats that are both softer and more supportive. They finally gave Americans what they keep asking for. Bigger cup holders, more storage space, and better wireless tech. The new AI-based voice assistant actually works this time instead of pretending. Compared to the previous E-Class, the 2026 version just feels more grown up. The older model was nice, but this one feels like it learned from every complaint people had. It's quieter, the ride is smoother, and the hybrid powertrains give it a cleaner, quicker response without making you feel like you're driving a science project. Pricing in the US is expected to start around the mid-60K range, which isn't shocking, but the top-end models will hit the mid-80Ks once you add all the toys. Honestly, it's not cheap, but nothing in this segment is cheap anymore, and Mercedes knows buyers are willing to pay for something that actually feels premium. So if you're someone who wants luxury without drama, performance without wasting gas, and a car that still carries real presence on US roads, the 2026 E-Class is shaping up to be one of the strongest options coming next year. Mercedes isn't trying to chase trends. Here, they're doubling down on what makes the E-Class the E-Class.